A woman from a rural area in northwest China's Gansu province is fulfilling her dream of becoming a film director, creating her own movies from scratch. China View has the story. The 38-year-old Liu Yunxia is from a remote village in Gansu. She has become well known in her hometown and online for her persistent efforts to write and produce her own television productions. Armed only with a primary school education, Liu was inspired to work on her own show in 2008 after seeing a documentary about rural children who are left behind when their parents move to cities to seek work.
When I was watching TV at home, I saw a documentary on China Central Television. It was created by a rural woman who barely had any education, but loved making documentaries. I admired the woman because she was so bold in realizing her dream. I thought, why not give it a try myself?
Liu grew up in poverty, like most of the people in her village. Her only pride was her writing, which was often praised by her teacher. But after primary school, she was forced to drop out, as her family did not have enough money to continue sending her to school. Her family arranged for her to get married at the age of 19. But her marriage was initially unhappy, and she was still plagued by poverty.
I was very poor when I got married. My family couldn't even give me money to help me raise chickens, and no one else was willing to lend me money. Everyone knew my family was poor. They were worried I would be unable to pay back the money.
Determined to change her life, Liu went to larger towns and cities to find work. She worked as a babysitter and a tailor, but neither of those jobs lasted long. Finally, she learned how to farm and started earning money.
The road to success is always bumpy. Without failure, there can be no success. No pain, no gain. Someone once told me that if you find yourself trapped on a narrow bridge, the only thing to do is to be courageous and keep working.
However, the biggest change in her life was brought about by a magazine article detailing the lives of rural women. Inspired by their stories, Liu started writing about her own life experiences. 10 of her articles were published by the same magazine. This success led her to try writing her own television script. The script, titled Yezi's Arranged Marriage, was completed in fall 2010. Liu then started planning for shooting the production.
I never heard of rural people making their own TV shows, but she said she wanted to do it. It didn't seem like a good idea, especially since expensive. But I will spend the money anyway. As long as my children and my wife are healthy and happy, I'm happy too. After all, more money can always be earned.
After winning her husband's support, Liu developed even more passion for her work. She farmed by day and reserved evenings for writing. To her surprise, her fellow villagers gave their support. Some came to ask for a role in the production, while others volunteered to be cameramen or editors.
I first read about Liu Yunxia in newspaper and online. When I heard that she wrote a script and I was shooting a show, I was excited and I wanted to join the team. I think this is an opportunity for me, and I have to cherish it.
I was the first to know that she was writing the script. I really wanted to act in the production. My two sons, especially my older son, said, "Mom, go act in the show. Give it a shot."
It's fulfilled everyone's dreams, things like being an actor, cameraman, or director.
Liu said it was difficult to find clothing and props appropriate for 1970s-era China, the time period in which the production takes place. A lack of certain equipment and the inexperience of some of the actors also created challenges.
Compared with a specialized team, we don't have the same equipment, a specialized producer and skilled actors. We just did what we could do and tried to have fun doing it.
After a whole morning's work, Liu is satisfied with the outcome. She has invited the team members to have dinner at her home. Although Yedze's arranged marriage has not been screened anywhere, Liu and her team are satisfied with it and are already working on a new production.